Hello. How's everyone doing today? Tonight? You doing all right? Doing well? You need to grab my glove.
Oh, and then you jump down to this ladder here. You see me? So go to the orange block. Wait, no. Turn around. Go to the orange block.
Hope you guys are all working. Maybe not working.
And then you just jump
Ready to work.
around, so you hit
Doing
the
something
ladder.
crafty. Right? Maybe. Whoops. Maybe. Maybe not. Alright. I guess we need to drop the camera. No afro means dropping of camera. There we go. No afro.
Past your thing. Did you get past your thing?
Alright. Late night tea. We got a little snack. Keep us going. While everyone gets here. If everyone gets here, you know. Let's go.
That was so hard.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
I want to try and.
I think her head might be a wee bit tiny.
All 400
So
of the easy levels.
that's way better. I think. Let's see. This makes her a lot longer. You know what? Maybe not. Maybe this is too big. I don't know. Come on.
What are you talking to me?
I guess we're gonna leave it that way. Alright,
I
fine.
was trying to do this.
Fine.
But I was repeatedly failing.
What was yes. What? Oh.
I know, it just keeps going and going forever and ever.
Then gonna have to pull in my reference here in a minute. Because that's down there. Comes up like so.
Honestly, it's not super hard. It's just pretty annoying.
Alright, try and not make everything too bulky. Right. Just a line, you know.
Oh, Daddy.
Hmm?
I finished gluing all the pieces to my chest.
Oh really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, I thought I'd
I'm
show you.
interested to see what it's gonna look like.
I posted it on TikTok.
Oh, you did.
TikTok.
On the TikTok.
So you always say you should post on
You should post on the TikTok.
No.
So I'm going to, you know, have to check that out.
Le TikTok.
I wonder which costume she's gonna want.
Wait, what are you drawing?
I'm drawing. A wrestler asked me to draw her.
Are they super things?
No, but
Semi-famous?
yes,
Are they really good?
yes.
That's all I really care. Are they good?
Yeah,
She
she hits really hard. It's like, ooh, you shouldn't be hitting people like that.
Like actual wrestling, like both wrestling?
No.
WWE wrestling.
WWE wrestling. Oh, did he not make it?
No, he died.
Oh. Alright. Now to pull reference with the wrestler. And the big thing that I don't like mostly about doing stuff like this is the reference or the likenesses. Like, I'm not a big likeness person, and so when people are like, "Hey, can you draw me?" I'm like, I mean, I can. You know, it's like I can. I just don't want to. So with this, it's more of a I'm gonna make her into a cartoon, which is cool. So yeah. All right, so we need to pull this image first. Alright, so that image first. Alright. You want to drop this? Drop that down so then we can try and get all of the reference material. Down that's that way. Alright, so let's see. First we need to draw a center line because that's going to be important. Alright. Center line acquired. And so this comes down to here. This is up. How low do we want that to go?
Well, I'm a rookie now.
Well, I guess.
Well,
And this here, in, oh, you know what? That's not that big. Okay, so this needs to come up like so. That needs to come up like so. There we go. Okay. Up and back down. So, and it comes down. Okay. Should be drawing this other one. I'm not. Okay, and this would technically go all the way over. Right, and wrap up there. We have this like so. And going like so. And the strap come. And of course, you know, she's got this very super complicated like outfit. So of course, you know, it's not going to be easy. Here, and she's got this thing that's here.
that's sneaky.
It might actually be up a little bit more.
Okay, so I was thinking that I
So,
like have a carpet over it, right?
right, tone that down a little bit, like so,
Instead of it
right?
being ice with
And
carpet,
then
it's actually
this here,
it's actually
because we're definitely not gonna put in all those like gemmy little rhinestones. We're just gonna do it with some color. So this is not right, like so. Okay, okay. Come in like so.
No, I thought you detailers. I'm sorry.
Okay, and then off of that, so it would be underneath.
I didn't know it said
And she's got a belt. Right, actually it'd be lower, curve back up. Something to that effect. Right, make sure we get that roundness. So, we've got this, curves up, over, so. To a little bit of darkness here. Okay.
Well, what was your favorite class today?
Triangle.
You want to play what?
Okay, it is an eyeball. Here, circle, wham bam. Glowy stuff.
Well, I just raced those things.
I don't think you're supposed to be rage quitting.
I couldn't beat it, so I'm just doing a different one. Don't make fun of me. Yeah.
You're making a mess.
I was doing carpet run. That's the name I found out.
Okay,
And I'm like,
should probably not do that.
I couldn't. You got what?
No. Like I don't even know how to eat. Dang shame, innit? This. Like that.
What?
That actually comes all the way up. Okay, that's where I messed up on that one.
That looks kind of boring.
I think this is going the wrong way. That's why it's not working. Actually, curve like so.
I was so eager about that.
Right.
I just wanted to.
1, 2 that way. And this comes like so. Get that. Like so. 1, 2, 3. And then we go. Actually, might need to pull a little bit more round. There we go. Like so. Bam, bitty, bam, bam. She's got here, and then no, that is all the way up on her. I'm like, that's all the way up. Oh no, that's all the way up here.
I don't even know
here, here, right? Something like that. And that's right, and then it's all black that we get to pull in. This is all black. First, draw that. This, so wrist has some kind of volume to it. So that's out here, and then right, maybe just a little lower. And then we don't need this. Yeah, yeah. What do you think? All right, and that becomes black.
What stage are you on? The tower? Okay, so you're on Classic Mario. You're about to finish. That's about it.
Okay, and then from there, right around here, we got that that's round, and then another one that comes in next to, right, and then that's all black. And then over here, another one.
Oh wait, I just fell. Oh.
There. So. And this is.
Having to jump on ladders. I know. And everyone's like,
There's that, right? And I swear, it's just all these fancy little rhinestone gems. Eesh. So many. Oh. So many rhinestones. And here, the hand comes back out. Right here. That way we can go. I think her wrist needs to be a little bit bigger here. Mostly, I think it just needs to come up. 'Cause this would be here. And that would go here. Pops up. So, we can go like that. Like so, bam. Right? And the rest is pretty much history. So then we got that foot. Am I fixed? I think so. I think I just saw you. What? Look who's back. Look who's back. Oh, come on. Can you go upstairs and get me a paper towel, please?
1 second, Mom. I'll be back.
No, you're right there.
You just need one.
2. I see you. You're right there. I'm like, what are you talking about? You're right there.
Just let me adore you. sad.
Thanks. It's very sad. Because
Do you
most.
want another one?
What?
Do you want another one?
No, but I will need some more paper towels.
Where do we keep them?
We're all out? No,
On
there's
the
like.
one that's on the, is there two of them?
Yeah, there's two up there. Sorry, I spilled my midnight snack. I was like, thank you. You're welcome. Thanks. So rude.
What?
That it fell.
Oh, I thought I did something.
No,
that
you
was
did
so
nothing. You did nothing wrong. Miss Ebony, why are you being so rude on the Instagrams? Do you not want me to have a career as a modern artist? I mean, I thought we was cool. Just all with the like, I don't like you comment. Felt attacked. I see marker splatter. I'm like, I felt attacked. I was like, why? Alright, now I gotta. Commissions are always weird.
Did you get to
Oh, what is that?
what is wrong?
Oh man, how are you gonna send me something from the side? What is that? I don't even know. Oh, come on, Renee.
Carpet run with them?
Why do you keep doing the... Getting this pose constantly from... Okay, well, here we go. Okay. That's on here. It's on here. It goes all the way down to the bottom of the boot. Curves down.
I hope you get a new computer as well.
So how are you doing today, Miss Ebony? You doing okay? How's your week?
Well, it'd be weird if you disagreed since you want your own computer. That's the only bad thing about having a new computer that you don't use anymore.
For your, you have to be giving away your blooded sheets. Hey, look. if there are people who can make quadrillions off of like stupid banana peels on and duct tape, anything should be possible, right? Anything.
You can almost rank up and be rookie. No, I will be rookie.
400 in a week. Yeah, but you're gonna get some good stuff.
Plus, I also don't have enough to afford it.
You're gonna get some good stuff. So, it'll be worth it. It'll be absolutely worth it. Alright, let's see what kind of. It's your fault. I heard. So I heard.
I'm sorry.
But like I said, I'll take that. It's okay. I can take. I'll take the blame for that. So wait until Black Friday. Oh. Well. See, she does have a skinny face. A roundish face. Hate drawing likenesses. What am I gonna buy then? I'm sure there'll be something. There's always something. Always something. Alright, so let's see if we're here.
Well, that was hard. Yeah, it's hard. You're on it. I just remember I kept messing up on that one part. Oh. Oh yeah, that thing was so annoying. The ladders were.
Something like that. That's here. Comes here. Kind of comes down. Wait up, wait up. Oh, hair.
I was so mad at that part. Like I was so scared. I was
Worry about how her hair actually looks a little later.
Yeah, the carpet trail. It's like the eighth one in the third row. Carpet one.
People are writing me.
These stupid fences under
No.
the car are so annoying.
So what are you gonna do with your new markers? Like, what's the plan? You got any big projects planned, or you just like, I bought them because they'll be fun, and that's it?
Okay, you have to make sure that you're on the actual fence. See, I don't know how to do this one here. Like the one with the soul saying, I don't know how to do it. So I'm gonna watch this guy and see how he does it. Yeah, but it's too far to be a jump on the soul saying. There's ice right before you have to like jump over the soul saying. You're jumping while you're still on fire. So like, I can't get it to work.
Ooh. Ooh.
He made it.
See what to do with them? Watch them. Okay, that's fair. I'm not mad at you for that. I'm not mad at you for that at all. Not one bit. Alright, let's see.
So you figured out the trick.
Yeah, I'm having that problem too. That 320 pack of Ohuhu markers, man,
Oh, I beat
they are not.
it. No, you were right.
not
You
working.
could've just-
I
you
got no
just
space
follow
for
the
them.
soul sand. No, I mean, your normal run actually
That's fine right there. Doesn't have a really big chin, so we're gonna calm that down.
You know how funny the parkour would be if you could like punch people? It'd be horrible. That would be funny. Yeah, I just love to push people so much I had like green light. We should find a
Now I gotta bring that up. I think her hair is up here is too big. Alright, so we
You
turn.
know that really bowl thing, and then you push up and then you crush it up and you get like Minecraft. Yeah, mom just sent me a video of some guy using that, but what he put in was hand sanitizer and glue.
Ew.
Yeah, I saw that.
So
The Ninja Empire's free, dominant, and unstoppable.
Can I have a rice with
Andy.
Our ninja
Yep.
spirit is fueled by fire and driven by Raven's sharp determination. When we take on a mission, we must succeed or die. Our style is unique and deadly, and no one wants to suffer the wrath of the Ninja Empire.
AG, thank you so very much for that subscription. It means a lot. As always, your support is greatly appreciated as we're trying to knock out this commission here. And her head is too small. Trying to knock out this and something happened to her face, my word. Oh, is it just her eyeball? Like, my goodness. Okay. As I slowly refine her face, starting to realize, like, man, your face is messed up. That dude. That dude, thank you so very much for that follow. Means a lot that you would join the Ninja Empire. Normally we draw a lot of ninjas here, but every now and then I do have to do commissions, so I tend to do those on stream as well, so you can see that building an empire means that you still got to do other stuff. And one of the things that I got to do right now is make her head bigger. My goodness, y'all didn't want to tell me she had this tiny old head. Maybe just a little smaller. Ah, the beauty of digital. Mitchell Richmond Comic. Oh! Okay, nice. Thank you. A couple of the Pitch Bible. Keep the growth. Thank you, man. How have you used the Pitch Bible? How's that working? The Battle Royale is on! Not good. Okay. Nice. Alright, I think that's... Head was tiny. Brush, man, brush. There we go. I'm gonna break that up a little bit. There we go. Whimsy Crafting has won! But dude, thanks for, like I said, thanks for coming out, hanging out with us today. Always nice to get newer members to come on and join. Oh, look, look, look! It's together. Sweetness. So, right now I'm drawing. I got a commission per se. This female wrestler asked me to draw her with a whip. So, alright, we're gonna draw this whip. Alright, and that will come out of, wrap it to there. tight wrap around there.
Anxiety attacks are usually triggered by something.
And go straight. Alright, and then we can
Yeah, like over
do something like that when it's down. Bam!
a great time.
Whimsy is lurking.
And also anxiety attacks are normally much worse.
She's been here since before the stream started.
But it feels like you're having a heart attack.
Alright, that's time for inking. Probably gonna stop around 10 though. I'm gonna stop this drawing at 10. Dude. It's like, that dude. I'm like, what do we call you? We call you that dude? Diggs?
Are you still on that stupid carpet thing?
What do we get to call you? That dude?
So annoying.
Diggs.
Literally, I hated this thing.
I don't know. That dude. Diggs. Diggs is fine? Alright. So Diggs, you're gonna have to let me know how things work out for you with the book. Like I'm always excited for when people use that book. So what's up, Redacted? How's it going? So really interested in, like I said, seeing how that'll go for you. So please let me know. Straight line.
Yeah.
Alright, so I'm going to keep that as its own separate thing so that I can come in and just ink over certain spots and be happy.
Yeah.
Oh, come on now. Are you sure it's up? Are you sure it's up? I think you might be mistaken. So Diggs, are you do you go into any other conventions? That was actually my first. Oh, nice. Nice. Want to check out GalaxyCon? Yeah, GalaxyCon was pretty. I mean, I heard great things. I never actually went, but I've heard great things about GalaxyCon. Like it's huge. Like it's like, hey, we're in Richmond. We should have a really big con. You know, like they figured it out. They're just like, you know what? We're just gonna have a huge convention. So, I think I'm with you. I want to try that too. Oops. I don't want to go to conventions because I wouldn't be able to fit in. More of an introvert and get bored easily. Now see, the getting bored easily part, that's the one that you'd actually have to really worry about, because most people there are, you know, introverts. For the most part, you know, try and keep to themselves and stuff like that. There are a lot of extroverts now coming out, but like I said, there's a lot of people who are just like, I just want to come and enjoy the comics, man. Enjoy the culture. So, yeah, for the long, what's that convention center? Hope they do more of it. We'll see. You know what I mean? It's like, it's not much you can really. You kind of gotta see how things, like, it's gonna be tough. Like everyone, there are certain people, certain conventions who are like, we're gonna try it. You know, we're gonna try and do conventions again, and so they're definitely attempting, but it's definitely different. Right, so if you said that Richmond was your first con, you know, but it's so different than what it used to be when you were actually, like, when there was no plague. You know, there was the feeling was different. It's just different. That's just all there was to it. So I hope that we can get to something similar again, because they were a lot of fun, being able to talk to people and stuff like that. And I think that with the conventions being the way they are, right, a lot of people get scared, they don't come, you know what I mean? So there's a lot going on, right? The before time, yeah. It's sad, but that's where we are. So, but I do hope that we can get back to that one day. Because I really don't have money. Sometimes have the issues for one. Yeah, that's a big one, because you will find stuff. You always. I know, like, I'll go and I'll be working and I'll make that dreaded mistake. Like, oh, you know what? I'm just gonna go check. Let's see what's around. Big mistake. You know, and then it's like, well, I'm now spending, you know, it's like, I just spent $100. I didn't want to spend $100, but I spent $100. But normally it's always on Sunday, unless there's something that I absolutely have to have, which doesn't happen very often anymore. But, you know, when you see that one thing, you're like, I've got to have this. And then, you know, you buy it right away. But generally speaking, I will buy stuff on Sunday. Mostly because that's when you can do deals. Because a lot of people just don't want to take that stuff back home. Right? So all the vendors and stuff are willing to cut you a deal. They've already got a deal going. And so when you show up and you're like, hey, look, I'll buy this and pay this much for it, they're like, fine, whatever. And they're just like, fine, I don't care. Just fine. I'm like, all right. Except for on like one-day shows. Like, you can't really do that on a one-day show. Right? Well, you can try, but it generally comes in at the end. You know, so like the final hour or so, they're all like final hour sales and stuff like that. But normally on a one-day show, a lot of people don't bring stuff, so they're not bringing like super inventory. So I should probably save. Miss Ebony, you didn't tell me. You're not telling me to save. I'm like, yeah, whatever. Just like, whatever. Savings for chumps. By the way, saving is not for chumps. Everyone should save their work. Because as we know, your stuff will freeze up like hellaciously quick, and you're like, oh, what? No, why? I would probably not be able to afford things I like to get from conventions, like original versions of art. Oh my goodness. Frazetta, Louis Royal, Kim Young-ji, J. Scott Campbell. Yeah, you'll be dropping mad money. Mad money. Exciting news. What's the exciting news, AG? Please, do tell. Art for no reason. Ah. Alright, so we're gonna come in here. Sorry, can you repeat that? Oh, I said you weren't reminding me to save, so I didn't do it. But I did it. I did it now because I remembered. I was like, you know what? I should probably save. Next Sunday. Boston. Oh, nice. Sweet, man. You be getting all kinds of people. Might be your calling, man. But what should be happening is you getting out in front of people at conventions. That's what needs to happen. You need to start promoting your stuff. Need to. Well, some people are just looking for attention. Sometimes, you know? But then other times people are really just, I don't know. That's why I stick to drawing my ninjas. Ain't nobody after me yet. No, don't work out the kinks. I mean, yes, work out the kinks, but don't let the kinks keep you from actually going out there and talking to people. You have plenty of stuff, right? You got plenty of work. To where you can actually, get out there and do some good. Yeah, a lot of people do that too. A lot of people will come to the aid of people too, so I mean, if that's what needed to happen, you know what I mean? It's like so many people want to like, as they're saying now, it's like, oh, we're gonna cancel people. It's like, I mean, if that's what your goal is, I guess. You know what I mean? But sometimes what you do is wrong. So, what's up, Mondalop? How's it going, man? So, yeah, that's what I thought. Whoa, no. Like so. Get up in here. Like so we can see the breastages. Now today, and who are we talking about? What's up, Gary? Whoops. Oh my goodness. You guys are too much. I think we're doing all right at this moment. They're office workers from here. See, I don't know about all the terms that they were going for, but I'm all for a union in comics, man. Welcome back, Miss I'm absolutely all for that, because you know what? Comic workers get treated like like they're not worth it at all. So, you know, it's like, oh, you should be happy I'm giving you work. I'm gonna pay you peanuts. Like, come on now. Like, why we got to do that? Don't pay me peanuts. So, you know, the people at Image, if they're, I firmly believe that if that goes through to where they're gonna unionize, now I don't know if it's just for this like staff or whatnot, but if it does go to comics, they're gonna change once again the face of the industry. So and I, for one, I'm not even gonna lie, don't mind it. I know a lot of people are like, this is bad, but I think this might be worth something. Well, yes, that's true, they do. That turns out within razor thin margin industry. Yeah. I mean, maybe the industry, you know, I don't know. Maybe you just got to rethink your plan. But I mean, if anyone's gonna pull it off, it's gonna be Image first. And here's the thing, though. You say razor sharp, right? The budget. You cannot tell me that Marvel doesn't have money to where they could actually pay their people correctly. Like you just can't, right? Marvel itself makes a ton of money, and then Disney makes a ton of money. So it's just it's one of those ones where I'm like, yeah, whatever. They got money. They just don't, you know, they really don't want to pay people. And I mean, I guess it's business, but I'm telling you, you get a whole lot more out of people if you paid them. But Image, yeah, you're right. I mean, Image might, it's gonna be interesting. I'm not even gonna lie, it's gonna be interesting with Image trying, but you know, they going for it. You can't even, it's like, you can't even be mad at that. They're, at least someone over there is trying. And I don't even, you know, who knows if it was the people, right? Like, because what's funny about Image is they don't own nothing. You know, all the IPs belong to the artists. So it's not like they own much of anything. I mean, sure, the people who are there, and you know, you got Silvestri and whatnot, and he's like, well, I'm staying here, but that's still his IP. You know what I mean? So Image itself owns nothing. And if memory serves me right, McFarlane's still producing through Image, so I don't know. Solution, man. Yeah, like, see, and that's the thing. Like, I'm still confused by Images. You know, I don't know how they make money. I mean, I do know how, right? Anyone who gets published through them, there's a cut that they get and stuff like that. But their whole thing was that the creators own. Image does not. So I don't know. Just as baffled as you are. No life, draw and eat cookies. Alright. Thanks for stopping by, AG. Shall see you later. Can't draw those yet. But with Image, how are they going to eliminate people with Image? There's no one there. You know what I mean? It's like it doesn't sound right, because it's not like you know, you look at like Marvel, they have mainstays, you know, that have been there and stuff like that. But Image, man, people come and go all the time because it's just like I took this, I did this, I moved on. You know, so excuse me. Ooh. Do you have an anti-aliasing enabled? When you ink, I don't see any. Is your line? You know what? They don't even have that button anymore. They used to have an anti-alias button. I don't know. If it's not, I don't know. It should be, especially when you zoom in, you get to see all the edges. Yeah. What resolution do you got? It's on 300. DPI. And right now I'm zoomed in at 200%, so. Tone this one down. Someone said something to me. Who's saying things to me? Well, you know, the funny part is that sometimes the veterans hold on to old ways, the way that things used to be, and times have changed. And what's crazy is that I can say, like in the education business, you know, a lot of the veterans, they did good work and stuff like that, but they refused to adapt, and things have changed. And so since things have changed, the younger ones do actually know better. And I say that as a person who's on the older side, who would be on the veteran side. So, I mean, I don't know. Sometimes, even though I get what you're saying, you know, where it's like, you know, we put in our blood, sweat, and tears, and we did this, that, and now you guys are coming in and you're trying to change stuff. Sure, I get it. But to completely blow them off, I don't think so, man. That's the thing. It's like, even when Image, like, because Image released it. Image released the information, like, yo, look, we're looking into this, you know, to see if the union wants to represent Image Comics and stuff. I mean, if it really was one of those, hey, we're trying to do crazy stuff, I don't think that Image proper would have been like, yo, look, we're trying this new thing. You know, just, I don't know. Yeah, I'm with. Yeah, I'm with Mondlo on this one. And you know what? And I could see, you know, and I'm pretty sure that's a thing too. You know, that they're the staff people. And you know what? I'm like, they should get paid too. So, and the thing is that once the staff people get paid, right? That's when everyone else starts going, wait a minute, they're unioned? Can we be unioned? Right? We want to be union too. So, you know, I really think that this like independent contractor bullcrap when it comes to like artists and stuff like that is really horrible, because I can put in 20, 30 years and then have nothing, right? Like I had to pay for my own insurance. I had to pay like everything. I had to do all this stuff on my own. And then the end happens and it's like, all right, cool. Well, I'm old now and I don't have any savings because, well, I had to pay for my own insurance my entire life. And, you know, so here I am, 60 something, and I got nothing, you know? Whereas if the union came through and be like, look, you know what, here's retirement. So, you know, sometimes it's like sometimes we just gotta listen. Sometimes some people know. You know, they just know what's going on. But right, you know, I'm not there, so I don't know. That's the big thing. I'm like, I've got nothing in this. Right? I am literally a spectator when it comes to this. I'm just looking at it going, you know what? This could be, like, if, you know, you said it was for the staff people, right? And I'm like, all right. But I think it's really opening, what has happened so far right now is that it's opened up the discussion about unionizing comics. You know? And I don't know, I think that would be good. Because it would, you know, all these young people getting into comics going, oh, I want to be a comic artist, I want to be a comic artist, comics. And then they have no future, right? It's just, well, I didn't make it. Guess I'm going to become a something. And, you know, for me as a teacher, that's the hard part. Like, I want to get people into comics, but it's like, what's really funny is that I'm pushing people into independent comics. Like, dude, you should do this on your own. because the big people will chew you up, spit you out. Right? They don't care. They don't care about you. They don't care about you. I mean, if you end up becoming a Jim Lee or something like that, then yeah, they're gonna care about you. All right, but until then, they don't care about you. Right? So I'm poor, but I'm honestly telling you, if I was a boss of a company, I'd legit hire you because. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Just a poor nobody. Well, you might not be rich, but that does not make you a nobody. Ever. You coming out to San Diego? Dude, couldn't get it. It's like they never said anything, and right now, I can't get a flight out of here. So I'm landlocked. So I'm not going to be able to make it out there, which sucks. Because I was very interested to see how this was going to play out. You know? But now, it's just like, nope, you cannot. Super sucks. Because I was looking forward to getting some dinner with you. Thanks, man. We'll just have to make it up at the next one. Right? Unless they pull something really stupid. You know, because next year is going to be interesting on how things, you know, as the world slowly comes back together. Right? It's going to be interesting to see what actually happens with San Diego. Because I hear they're trying to make changes. I don't like them. Incredible lame. This character, Aaron, it's a wrestler. She's a female wrestler, and works for like AEW, and she asked me to draw her, so that's what I'm doing. I'm drawing her right now. So that's where we're at right now. I want her neck to be here. How you doing, Aaron? What is going on? We'll do convention, comic music. Yeah. Well, I'm waiting for them to legit just be like, you know what? We're not doing this, right? And they're gonna stop calling it a Comic-Con, because let's be honest, it's not, right? They need to call it what it is, which is a pop culture convention. Comics have become second fiddle to the entertainment. And, you know, let's just go from there. Because to be honest, I'd rather know what I was getting into. You know what I mean? Like, just call it what it is. It's a pop culture convention. They will go through a period where they want to. Oh yeah. Oh no, absolutely. it's gonna split. There'll be people, the they might even be like, oh, you know what, Artist Alley is over there. I could so see them doing that, right? And just be like, oh well, because we want to keep this space, but then we can say that we're still doing, you know, it's like, oh no, we're still doing Artist Alley. It's just over there. It's just over there now, right? And you're just like, what? And that's where it's gonna be. I can so see that. Ugh. Just thinking about that, I'm like, oh man. Like I said, I can so see them doing that. Being so upset. Like, no. Yep. Can see it. The heck is that? Oh. Man, what is that? Okay. There we go. Working through it. Legacy media is dying and we're not going back to a new normal slowly but surely, and you just go on the go. So strip with it, right? So, probably. That's true. They're not, I mean, you know, if they don't figure out something, soon. I mean, they're trying to digitize, but I mean, I was just at the comic book store, right? Not too long ago, at a friend's house, and the comic book was $5. I'm like, dude, you're coming up on like food prices. You know what I mean? Like, I can get, whilst not a good meal, right? I can get a meal for that kind of money. You know, and I'm like, that's, you're asking a lot of money for no reason. You know, yes, it costs money to print, and they're like, oh, but the paper quality, and I'm like, but see, I can get it digitally now too. You know, if we're being honest with each other, they're like, I can get it digitally now too. So why are you gonna make me pay so much money? But I guess they're trying to reap costs of some sort, you know. Yes, it was like, yes, they were definitely free speech people. They didn't care about anything. I don't know about all that. That is, I think that's some extreme, you know, extreme views on where the world's going. Because I mean, if that's what was happening, I think there'd be a there's gonna be some warage type stuff going on before that happens. You know what I mean? I don't think that they're just gonna be like, oh yeah, sure, that sounds great. So. Well, I mean, here's the thing. Why not go get vaccinated? Why not go get vaccinated, right? And I know that's probably opening up a can of worms and whatnot, but okay, like, hey, this person's not vaccinated. I would tell people that too. This person's not vaccinated. You know, like hell. You know, so I don't know if that's not really what I would call a dictatorship. And it depends on the function too, or it depends on what was going on. Because, I think I personally, just like if you're in schools, guess what? You should be vaccinated and you should be wearing a mask. Why? Because you're around a gazillion people. Right? Don't get my kids sick. Thing is that if you ever, what it really is, here's when it's a slow process. Doesn't even need to be fired. Well, here's the thing. The government was like, y'all should take this. What's happening is the private sector is going, hey, you know what's cool? Not dying. And therefore, if you want to come work for us, you need to be vaccinated, because this is what we, the private business, want to have happen. And the government is going, as it technically is its own private business, is going, hey, guess what? We want you to be vaccinated too. So if you want to work for the government, you're going to have to go get vaccinated. That's your choice, right? If you don't want to go get vaccinated, right? You don't have to. You should. You don't have to. And then if your company, if your business is like, look, this is what we're mandating, you have a choice. Get vaccinated, don't work there, right? Because there are plenty of other places who are like, we don't care. Right? They're like, I don't care. And so, thing is, they're forcing it on people. Politicians are exempt from it. I don't think that's true. I don't think the politicians are exempt from it unless they're in a place like Florida, right? Where they're like, we don't want this, right? So it's just, oops. Because I, as a teacher, see you later, Mandala. I understand. But as like a teacher and whatnot, and a person who goes to conventions, you want to know what really kept me away from a lot of the conventions that already happened? I was like, dude, I don't know if any of you guys are vaccinated. And I've got people at home, right? I got kids at home and stuff like that. I ain't trying to take that back home. That's too dangerous. Right? And so once the conventions were like, hey, look, you have to show a vaccine card, or you got to prove that you were you got to prove that you have a negative thing, right? A negative test. I was like, I'm not going. Then they started doing it, and I'm like, all right, cool. Now it's time to go. Right? It's like, now we can go back to conventions, because now I don't have to technically worry about Joe Rogan didn't get vaccinated, took vitamins, and is 100% okay. Okay, but is he? And the thing is that this thing, COVID, has lasting effects on people. So you might get it, and you might be, he might be. The problem isn't whether or not you can be okay from it. Because if you get COVID and you get to be okay, that doesn't mean that you're not going to pass it on to someone else, right? You can be a carrier, now you're giving it to someone else. And it's not you know, the whole my body, my choice thing, which is a whole different, like, oh, whole different world to get into, because if we start talking about my body, my rights, I'm sure there's a whole lot of women who would like to raise their hand and be like, yeah, but wait a minute. And so, you know, I just, is he really free? Did he actually have it? It's possible. Who knows what's going on, right? But I'd be more worried about him coming into my house and giving me COVID, right? He might not have it, but I might be susceptible to it. And that's just stupid. That's stupid. I bet you Joe Rogan goes off and gets a flu shot. I could be wrong, but I'm just going, the idea of when people are like, oh my goodness, we don't know what's in it, or we don't, you know, it's the government tracking us. I'm like, if you have a phone, they're tracking you, right? Is anyone vaccinated can still get yeah, and you know what though? Pass it along. Here's the thing though. The flu shot's out. It's not a cure. Every year you gotta go get you don't have to, but you can get it, right? And last time I checked, this is how we got rid of polio. Right? And it's not gone. Like, there's a dude, I forgot when, but there's a guy who caught, like, was it polio or smallpox or something like that, right? And they're like, what the heck? Like, how in the world did that happen? We haven't had this in so long. But it's like, oh, that's right. We didn't cure this thing. We just were able to contain it. And then over time, contain it even more and more and more and more. And then it was like, oh, it's a 1 in a, 10,000 chance that you're going to catch it. Oh, crap, you caught it. You know? So, I'm just saying. All right, Diggs, man. Thank you so very much. I hope to see you again. Tomorrow, I'm streaming tomorrow, 8:30, and I'm gonna be doing ninjas. So yeah. Hopefully you'll come back and we can do some ninja drawing. Have a good night. Ireland has the highest vaccinated rate and the highest infection rate. See, I can't fight you on that because I'm not following Ireland, right? So I have no stance on that, so I don't know. Oops. All I know is that this thing's killing people. It's like it's killing people. And people are like, no, it's not, man. You won't die from it. And then they leave the hospital and die. So, you know what I mean? I'm like, I don't. And then people who are like, hey, I don't want to get jabbed. I don't believe I should, and blah, 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 blah. And they're like, all right, cool. And then they're like, oh, crap, I got COVID. I feel like crap. Oh, it's okay. I'm strong. I'm not gonna take it. And then they die. And it's like, I don't know. And then it's like, oh, well, this person had it and he didn't get sick. It's like, okay, what about this person who also didn't want to get vaccinated, got COVID, and died? Right? Do you count them too? Because it's always the examples that are given are the people who didn't get sick, right? Or they got sick and they got over it. It's like, all right, cool. I'm happy that some people are, whatever. They have, a good immune system or whatever the case may be. But then you can watch people, and a lot of the caretakers are watching people die. And just saying, like, that's. for having the choice to get a vaccine. The problem I have is when the government is forcing people to get a shot against their will, or they cannot go back to living their lives. Well, you know, the government is also supposed to make sure that it doesn't, you know, its entire universe doesn't crumble. And when you have an entire department going, you know, out for people, you know, to protect people from disease and stuff like that, and if they're going, look, we need to do this, right? Because there'd be people who would instantly be complaining about the fact of like, whoa, well, how come they didn't save us? Why didn't the government do something to help us? Why isn't this happening? And then, you know, it's right back on like, oh, well, it's our fault now. Oh, okay. So and you know, and you're saying that the government is forcing people. The government is forcing people in the government. Right? So if you work in the government, just like any other employer, right? If you're like, hey, you gotta wear this pink shirt, or when they're like, you know, when they did stuff for like Muslims and stuff like that, when it was like, hey, look, we want you to do this, and they're like, no, I can't do that, and they're like, well, we're gonna fire you. Now, granted, that was racist, but you know, they're like, well, I don't want to, right? And they were judging based on religion and stuff like that. But, you know, if they say there's a dress code of khaki pants and a red shirt, and you're like, well, I don't like the color red. I don't want to wear red on my skin for no reason. Just, you know, my choice, my body, my choice. Well, they're gonna go, well, if you don't want to follow the rules of the company, then you will not work here. And nobody's mad about that. You know, and they're like, hey, you get 30 minutes lunch break, you keep taking 40-minute lunch breaks, and they're like, look, if you can't do this, we're gonna fire you. It is the company's choice, and I think that's what's happening right now. Everyone looks at the government and they're like, oh, there's supposed to be something different, but they're company too, right? They have employees, they have rules. This is one of their rules. And as I say, a lot of people are freaking out. Like, I know there are police officers who are like, oh my goodness, I shouldn't be, you know, let off the force and whatnot. But then Florida released a statement. They're like, hey, if you got let off because of COVID, you can come down here and we'll give you a signing bonus. Go to Florida. But COVID is like, I mean, not COVID, but Florida is almost like ground zero for COVID. So it's your choice. In Australia, they are arresting people who just go outside and stand in front of their homes. Well, that's weird. When a government decides to mandate what is best for you, that is when we're wary. The founding fathers warned about dangerous government that it takes over people. I mean, I don't know if you really want to. I don't know if you really want to go there with the founding fathers dictating over people, because they dictated over a whole lot of people. Right? They're just like, hey, we know better for you. I mean, in a whole lot of people. So that might not be the stance you wanna take. But you know, the government has always decided. I mean, that kind of statement, the government has always decided what's best for you. That's why we elect people. And then they come in and they're like, hey, we're going to make this law. Right? We're going to make this law about this. Right? Okay. For instance, right? Back in the day, you didn't have to wear a seatbelt. Right? Didn't have to wear a seatbelt at all. Not at all. I forgot when it was. 70s, 60s, something like that. No seatbelt. Right? And then as time went on, and they're like, you know what? These things are dangerous. People are dying all over the place. maybe we should devise something that'll keep them from flying out of their car when they hit something. We'll call it a seatbelt, right? They created the seatbelt, and it wasn't even the government. The car companies were like, hey, you need to wear a seatbelt, right? And it super rigged. I saw myself win. Also happened behind, most of it happened behind the castle. But, you know, so the car industry created the seatbelt, and they're like, yo, seatbelt, right? Helps you not die. You might want to wear it. And people were like, nah, we don't want to. Don't want to wear it. And they're like, well, can't make you, right? Because we want you to buy the cars. And then the government was like, yo, you know what we don't like? We don't like seeing all of our citizens dying. So we're going to pass a law that says you have to wear a seatbelt by penalty of law because it's better for you. And there are so many people who are, well, yeah, there's so many people at this point in time who are not dead because the government was like, yo, this is going to be better for you. Trust me, we don't want you to die. So, I mean, the government, politics, all that kind of good stuff has always been in the position to tell you exactly what they believe is good for you or not. And then you, during elections, have the choice to try and go, you know what? We don't really like you. We're going to try and get someone else in here who might do better. So I don't know. I really don't know why there's so many people who are looking at the government now and thank you so very much, who are looking at the government now like they're trying to do something that they haven't been doing forever. You know, like now all of a sudden it's, oh my goodness, do you see what they're doing? They're, oh, I'm like, isn't that what they've always done? Like literally? Isn't that what they've always done? It's not the politicians who suck, it's the people who vote them in. I can agree to that to an extent, because the politicians are, you know, they are a certain way, and I don't know if I can completely agree with that statement, solely because there's some really crappy politicians, but you know, we wouldn't have them if we didn't have crappy people voting them in, so I guess that's true. Well, I mean, that's, you know, I was like, I mean, you know, that's fairly true. Oh, wait. Oops. I think we're gonna curve this up just a little bit more. There we go. So now it doesn't technically look like it's just coming out of nowhere. This is gonna come down. to give my like and watch time to you. Yeah. Trying to make that money. Money, money. Money, 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 money. But I think that we're about to call, we're gonna stop on this one so that I can go over and, you know, we'll go ahead and work on a different thing, because well, Dave Chappelle also does not care. There we go. Ah! How dare you? Zoom in. And make sure you phone up the night show that you were going to rest. Okay. I think it's coming together. What up with Blick overpricing touch marks? Oh no. What? Copics have dropped to $585? And Copic, wow, and touch markers are like $750? That's bananas. I do believe that Dick Blick might have something with Copic, because that is bananas. They've always been cheaper. Always. So I'm confused. Very confused. Save that. Got an ink on this other one. Oni Ninja! I was like, got an ink on my Oni Ninja. I might actually change. I think I might actually change this to something different. And I gotta look at the Oni mask. Bring that back up, because I don't know what he looks like. Yeah. Well, that's, I mean, that is good, but sell the refills for $5.99. But I hear you can get multiple uses out of the Copic refills. Touch has refills too. They are indeed refillable. But being able to get individuals is pretty cool. I don't know if it's cool enough to warrant jacking up the price, but ninjas. See, we don't really have a local art store near us. Really don't like that. We used to have Pearl Paint, which was awesome. Pearl Paint was such a great store. At least the one that was here. And then Pearl Paint went out of business because the owners were doing some shisty stuff. It was bad. Oh, lucky. Maybe. Like so. And then take this out. Up. How far are you from DC? I mean, not far. 30 minutes. But I try and avoid DC. even gonna try and lie. I try and avoid DC. Big time. Yeah, there is a Dick Blick in DC. That is absolutely true. It's like, you are absolutely correct. I have never gone. Because like I said, I try and avoid DC as much as possible. Oh yeah, no, I'd lose my mind. You couldn't do that to me. Like, you could not put a Dick Blick next to me and be like, oh my goodness. Yeah, it'd be bad. It'd be really bad. But it's like, but with that said, I would still welcome it. You know what I mean? Like, give me a Dick Blick. Is there a Dick Blick by you? None in Canada? Okay. Foot up. uh, So I'm trying to get Fan Expo, the ones who run, well, Fan Expo. So the people out in Canada who run like the big convention out there, like they reached out to me because they had apparently just acquired a lot of wizard shows. So I'm like, I wonder. So I'm trying to get them to be nice to me, maybe fly me out, give me a table, maybe not even fly me out, just give me a table. I'll come to Canada. Oh, okay. I mean, it sucks that, you know, all the borders are locked up and stuff like that, but safety, right? No, turn. There you go. What? Save. And they are open. Oh. Coming in strong at the tail end. Yeah, you are. You missed a lot. You missed a lot, man. Sebony would, I think she will agree. You missed a lot. How you doing though? Everything good? So we were working on this. So I drew this up, started inking this. Probably gonna figure it out. Gonna ink it up later. Can already tell that this leg I need to yeah. I'm gonna make her even bigger. You gotta pop that leg out just a little bit. Oh no, I've been exploded. No, I have not been exploded yet. But we're working on this because this is a drawing for a wrestler. But then I was like, I gotta get back to this. Oh, I'm gonna pull out a. Oh no. Oh no. What's gonna happen? We can pull out another win. Gonna pull out. Yeah. Oh, double win. That's twice. Dose today. know, twice. Crazy. So I saw your wife's message to anyone who talks NFTs. I was like, ooh, something must have happened. She was mad. I'm like, ooh, what happened there? Isn't that I noticed? Like, oh, I noticed. So you said you were taking a break from work. What are you working on? Oh, the shark that got you. The never-ending shark Tagachis. Close sent? Alright. We haven't ran that all day today. Where is it? Wait, there it is. Bow cents! Save. Saved. Take this real quick. Cheat a little bit. Where did you see her post? Facebook. Yeah. Yup, saw it on the Facebook. Coming together. I'm definitely changing that sword. Yeah, we're gonna change that. We're gonna change it. Probably along with his face too. You're going to look at me crazy this week. Oh wait, no. Oh, that's right. That's the. They'll be alright. Be like, yay. I'm allowed. Go away. Oh, that's a lot. Okay, I could see how they might, someone might have something to say. Like, at that point, you'd be like, look, shut up. It's not for you, so it don't matter. I wonder, Vicky, I wonder if I should do with Ninja Empire, if I should do the high blood pressure deaths of Shogun's Assassin. Everyone's spraying way too much blood. Ooh. It's like he ain't gonna make it. 8. Oh my goodness. There's gonna be a ton. For what cut? Yep. Is resin dribble? Yeah, I gotta get my casting stuff. I'm gonna order that soon. Soon we're gonna finish this this bust. Just keep staring at it. I'm like, later. It's one of those ones where I'm so close to so very close to finishing that stupid select screen, so you know. Oops. So I bought a thing from Five Below, and it was a Shang-Chi thing, and it's got these little ninjas, right? And I was like, dude, I can do this, like really, like small, and have these, and then be like, collect them all, right? Because then they have these clear ones, right? And you get like 4 of these in there, and you're like, oh look, there's just these clear ninjas and whatnot. So I was like, dude, I can do this. I can do this. I can do that. This small size. I'm like, I can do this. So I think I want to do some small ninjas. Some small ninjas. Sabin, did you vote yet? Did you vote on the sticker you want? I want to do what? What are you talking about? That is a lot of pens. Now I just want to know if Miss Ebony has voted on the Patreons. Yes, the lady rules. Oh, Vikia, did you know that in Photoshop, with the new Photoshop 2022, Control S, you remember Control S would be save as, right? Well, save as only gives you the option of Photoshop, TIFF, PDF, and EPS now. So if you want to save it as a JPEG or a PNG or something like that, you gotta go Control Alt S, because you gotta save a copy as. And I was like, oh, you guys are making stuff stupid. I was not happy, if I could say so. I was like, dude, you guys, this was dumb. Oh, the expensive battle royale has started. Will our champion win a third? Oh no, being targeted. Miss Ebony's mad. Yep. No, don't go in there. You're gonna get beat up. No, don't let them take it. Ah! Oh no, it's over. Single Digit's gonna come in and just win. Super rigged. 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 Oh yeah, we definitely want that. Yeah. Time's up. Oh, time's up. Time's up. All right, hold on. No. I really just want to fix this corner real quick. There we go. All right. Pull him. And that is too high. That is not here. That's gonna come down to here. And it's like, need to fix it, need to fix it. Hold on. All right, that's way closer. Okay. Still gonna need to fix that sword. Still gonna fix that sword to be something more Oni-esque. Got a little line weight to do in that cape though, but I'm liking the way this guy's come out. So yeah, we're gonna save. Very important. As always, thank you guys so very much for coming out on Sunday to watch me draw and apparently talk politics, which I hate doing. But thank you so very much. Always fun. Is that a mask or it's a mask? It's a loose scribble of a mask. So, but we'll be fixing that with the inks for sure. Yeah, like I said, thank you so very much. As always, we'll be back tomorrow, 8:30. Probably going to be finishing this character up. Get some inks in. It's going to take forever, so, you know. But we're going to ink up and at least get some color on it. And then we're going to keep moving. So, yeah, like I said, thank you so very much. And I will see you guys on Monday. Should we go over and say hi to Justin? I'm pretty sure he's on right now. Should we say hi to Justin, or should we just go our merry way and do it a different day? While you guys are thinking about that, I will tell you to remember, born a ninja, die a ninja. So, what are we doing? See you tomorrow? All right, I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for stopping by, and see you tomorrow. Whoops, that's the wrong thing.